Konnichiwa, it's Yumi here. Today we're going to do part 3 for the walkthrough of Nancy Drew Ghost of Thornton Hall. The last time we were here, we met Clara, Jesselyn's mother, and we talked to her and found out a little bit about, why Jesselyn, or if anyone would want to take Jesselyn, or, the family history about them having money and stuff like that. So her name is Clara. She seems pretty nice, and we also read some books on female spies during the Civil War, and we learned about Jeb Thornton, who apparently had done some really messed up things to keep the family business going, and his wife Sarah died, and she was really opposed to it. But so yeah, we learned some more information about the whole situation. And of course, because we're playing Junior, we have a task list. We have to explore the island.
Did that.
We did that. And we have to charge Jesselyn's phone. We have to find a way into the crypt. We have to find the package that Savannah sent us. And we have to see if Addison, who I think is Jesselyn's friend, see if she remembers anything from her night at Thornton Hall. And we'll go ahead and call Addison in a minute. So in our last video, we just came into this room and we picked up some paint thinner, and we got a napkin from the room where Clara was, and we also got some oranges, and we got a hammer from off the porch, and we have the dead phone, Jesselyn's dead phone that her fiance Colton gave to us, and a scavenger hunt note we found outside of the estate. So yeah, let's see. These are some nails, and I'm not sure. Electricity manual for making batteries with common household items. Do it yourself. Okay, this should be fun. Portable electronics are a driving force in the modern age, but the history of the battery can be traced back to 200 BCE and the so-called Baghdad battery. Discovered in the 1930s during an archaeological dig, the Baghdad battery is a clay vessel containing the copper cylinder and an iron rod, which shows evidence of corrosion. This object is believed to be an ancient battery, most likely used for electroplating. While today's batteries are more advanced, they use the same basic principles. There are three main components to a typical battery. The two terminals made of differing metals are the positively charged electrode known as the anode and the negatively charged electrode known as the cathode. The third component is the electrolyte, which separates the terminals and allows the charge to flow between them. The basic design can be created out of common household items. Making homemade batteries. Coins. Mix up a quarter cup of vinegar with 1 tablespoon of salt. Cut a paper towel into 1/2 inch squares and soak the squares in the vinegar solution, starting with a penny. Alternately stack pennies and nickels on a plastic plate with a square of the vinegar-soaked towel between each coin, and with a nickel on top. Attached one terminal clip to the bottom penny and another terminal clip to the top nickel. Okay, potato. I've heard of this before. Take a potato and insert a steel nail approximately 1 inch into the potato. Then insert a zinc-plated nail to the same depth as close to the steel nail as possible without the two nails touching. Make a circuit by connecting a terminal clip to each nail to begin charging. A large circuit made by adding connections across multiple potatoes will increase the charge. Okay, making homemade batteries. Fruit. Using acidic fruits, for example, lemons, limes, and oranges, press 1 copper coin and 1 nail into each fruit. Okay, 1 copper coin and 1 nail into each fruit. Connect all the fruit together in a row by attaching a positive terminal clip to the nail in one fruit and the opposite negative terminal clip to the coin in another fruit. Attach the final positive and negative clips to the electronic to be powered. Wow, soda. Open an aluminum soda can and pour the contents into a glass. Cut out a thin strip of aluminum from the can and another one from the copper flashing. Cut both strips slightly longer than the glass is tall. Place the aluminum and copper strips in the glass against opposite sides. Attach the red terminal clip to the exposed edge of the aluminum strip and the black terminal clip to the exposed edge of the copper strip. Vinegar. Using cider vinegar, fill a glass until nearly full. Cut out a thin strip of copper flashing and one of zinc, cutting both strips slightly longer than the glass is tall. Place the strips in the glass against opposite sides and connect an alligator clip to the exposed ends of each strip. Make a circuit by connecting a terminal clip to each metal strip to begin charging. Okay, random picture. Okay, so Hotel Chatham, and rooms with running water from $250 per day, rooms with private bath and shower from $350 per day. Food and service the best. Wow, $250 and $350. Okay, so that's our electricity manual. Now we have oranges, and I'm guessing we need to put the oranges on the table.
I don't have all the parts I need.
Okay, we don't have all the parts we need. So we're just gonna do this later.
I need to find something to remove these nails.
Ah. Okay. So maybe now do we have everything? Okay. Obviously we still don't have everything we need, so we'll come back to this. And I'm still gonna call Addison. I'm just trying to look around here for some stuff.
This looks like a painting. I should find somewhere to place it.
Okay. And I don't know what this is. Okay, so we'll come back to this. No worries. And, oh, what the heck? Okay. These are some pennies. We obviously need these to make the battery, I think. I don't know what this is, but we put it together and we just have to figure out how or what it can be used for. Cotton gin. Is this like a cotton gin factory or something? Okay. I don't know what this is, but we obviously need it. We have a lot of stuff in our inventory. Thornton Family Cotton Processing. This door is from the barn that housed the equipment for processing the cotton. Many a worker lost their fingers in the processing room. Oh, okay. No idea what this is, but we'll come back to this. Just making sure we looked at everything. Okay, so we'll come back here to, put the battery together and all that good stuff. Oh my god, that actually really scared me just now. That was kind of scary. That was not funny. That actually scared me. Okay, so, hoping that we don't see any more, shadows. I'm afraid to go upstairs. I'm afraid to go upstairs. Let's just make a phone call. Okay, let's call, oh my god, let's call Bess.
Bess's phone.
All right, bonus, Ned. What are you two up to?
George is in New York.
So, she got the internship with that Technology of Tomorrow place?
Yeah, Ned and I were just planning a road trip for when you're back. I was in the middle of trying to convince Ned to grow a bad mustache so we can hang out in Brooklyn.
Not going to happen.
Someone has to, Ned, and George already said no. It was a really angry no, too. Anyway, did you make it to the island?
I did.
I've been doing a little research, and I can see why Savannah sent you.
Why's that?
If I believed in ghosts, I wouldn't come within a few hundred miles of Black Rock Island.
I can definitely see why. Even I have to admit it does have a certain abyss gaze is also into you vibe to it.
Put that on a billboard.
I've got your back. I've been reading up on missing persons cases and hauntings.
Really? Oh, that's great.
I, on the other hand, have been watching videos of otters so good at stacking things. Additionally, I've kidnapped Ned. I've been so bored since George left, and Ned's a very active listener.
Mm-hmm.
See? And he's also very quick to Stockholm.
Nickerson family trait. We like being liked.
Oh, thanks, you two. There's something strange about Jessalyn's disappearance.
What's that?
There's no ransom note.
That does complicate things. But I've read that most missing person cases involve the immediate family.
Yeah.
You're right. I guess the best move is to keep the family talking. Maybe they'll let something slip.
Or maybe they're trying to tell you something.
How so?
Remember in Kyoto, you told me that ghosts are what people invent when an injustice can't be fixed?
Sounds me-ish.
If that's the case here, once you figure out what the deal with the ghost is, I bet it'll point right to Jessalyn. And if the ghost is real, then case closed. A ghost did it. If that turns out to be the case, please don't tell me. I like living in a world where ghosts are probably not real. I already have to vault into bed after every scary movie for fear of ankle grabbers.
I met Wade.
I still say giving your child a verb for a name dooms them to a life of hearing mediocre jokes. What's he like?
He's got a bit of a rough edge. He seemed surprised that I came instead of Savannah.
What do you mean?
He wanted Savannah here, specifically.
Why?
I don't know, but I intend to find out.
Okay, so let's see.
I met Jessalyn's mom.
Poor her.
Assuming she's innocent. What's your impression?
Right.
She's reserved. Can't fault her for that, but it does make her hard to read.
I've never been a mom, but I have owned my fair share of fish. And no way anyone could take care of something and even think of... Nancy, it's too sad. Can't do it.
I owe it to Jessalyn to distrust everyone, even her.
I know, This case is like a big, fat, tall cloud of sadness that's sitting in front of me and using its cell phone when it's not supposed to.
We just got back from a pretty rowdy opening night screening of the Relation Shipwreck. It was really bad.
All I want is to see the screen and to not deal with jerks, to have a movie-style romance, and for no one to get hurt ever. Find her, Nancy.
I'll do my best. Promise. I met Jesselyn's fiancé, Colton.
Where's he fall on the cute to guilty spectrum?
That's not a valid spectrum.
Like fun it isn't. Oh, is this because Ned is on the line?
No.
I'm not calling off the dogs. You're just going to have to find a way to tell me that balances the public's need to know with Ned's presumably fragile ego.
My ego is perfectly fine.
Is that so?
Nickerson men laugh in the face of insecurity.
That's so, Neddard? A test. Nancy, describe Colton's looks using the International Ned Cuteness Unit. We talking half a Ned, 2 Neds?
I don't want to do that.
That good looking? Yikes.
That's not the important part.
Right. Ticking clock, kidnapping, etc. How guilty does he seem? For consistency, please state your answers in Ned units.
Couldn't tell you yet. He doesn't seem as worried as I'd expect, but maybe he's the type to internalize his feelings.
Huh. So that's a thing you can do?
The boyfriend is statistically favored when it comes to crimes like this. Try to get him talking about the relationship. I studied that in preschool.
Okay. I don't know if I should ask him this. Let's just see what happens.
I want to catch you up on the case.
So it's a missing persons case, right?
Do you think she's actually missing?
I don't know. I've heard of runaway brides, but I don't think that's the case.
If it's a missing persons case, why aren't the police taking care of it?
Well, they are, but since she's an adult, there's only so much they can do.
Ned was telling me about the ghosts out there. Do you think maybe they're related?
Actually, I believe in this ghost.
Ned, do I have permission to do a spit take in your living room?
No.
I'm doing it anyway. Say that again.
Please don't.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stand down, Bess. The Nickersons are a tidy people.
I wasn't really gonna do it, guys. Unless someone made me laugh. And this is that super red soda that's still on the market even though it's been linked to distractibility in 9 out of 10 Besses. Back to you. Are you finally trading in your Skeptics Club card?
And miss the dinner that probably won't happen this year? No way. People here believe in the ghost. I think if I don't take the ghost story at least a little seriously, I might miss something.
Smart.
Well, I hope so. See you later.
Talk to you later.
Alright, so that was Ned and Bess, and we're just updating them on the case and what's going on. And for those of you who don't know, Ned, aka Nedger, is Nancy's boyfriend, and Bess and George are Nancy's best friends, and George is in New York. So, I would call Addison Jesselyn's friend, but we're running out of time, so for now I'm going to end this as part 3 for the walkthrough of Nancy Drew Ghost of Thornton Hall, and I will see you guys here very soon for part 4. Until then, domo arigato gozaimashita.